In this video I'm doing a nice little taupe coloured set and I thought I'd share it with you. So I've applied a form and I'm just creating my base layer that I'll be working from. So I thought I'd just show you a little bit of that. So you can see I'm making it as thin as I can because obviously with all the other layers we don't want too much bulk. But it gives me something to file back to, and obviously the whole sandwich technique that I've spoken about before. So I moved on to the next stage and I'm creating some extended nail beds now. You can see that I've shaped and filed the base layer a little bit just to make them a bit smoother. As you can see, that extended nail bed, I'm trying to make it as neat as possible. Nice wall all the way around to butt my colour up to. Nice neat cuticle area, all that jazz. You guys have probably watched a million YouTube videos and know the routine already by now for extended nail beds, but this is me doing mine. I was just adjusting myself there because I noticed I was out of shot. It's really hard to stay in shot sometimes. Yeah, filming in such a small area, zoomed in. I wanted to give you guys a close-up of like the cuticle area and stuff. I have worked out a new way of filming now, which I'll probably use. It's just, you know, not zooming in with the camera whilst filming, but zooming in whilst editing. So I'm going to see how that goes. That should be better. Should be able to stay in shot a bit more then. I am out of shot for the 3D work that I did, unfortunately, but it wasn't anything difficult. There's a few blobs that I sort of squished down effectively. There weren't flowers or anything like that. So yes, that's not in the video, I do apologise, but there are other things to watch in there. So applying that lovely taupey colour that I made. I love taupe. I think it's an underrated colour. I like it. It's probably boring to most people, but that's just my jam. Taupes, beiges, browns. I'm boring, I know. Nudes, I love nudes. Yeah. It's a boring set, so I suppose to a lot of people, but I really liked it. I thought the lace looked really pretty. I'm just getting that taupe layer nice and smooth and even and making sure that I've filled it in all the way around. I've got good coverage. Didn't want any sort of gaps in the colour. I wanted to make sure it was nice and well covered. No transparent bits, nice and opaque, that's the word I'm looking for, nice and opaque. Without adding too much bulk, of course. Hence why you see me swiping like a lunatic. I wish I could swipe that fast. Yeah, I'm quite a slow tech. I take my time. So watching this is quite satisfying. Really, really satisfying to think, look at how fast that little brush is going. But yeah, the disappointment in knowing that it doesn't really work that way. So I've got my little piece of lace now, and I've sort of cut it to size, and I'll just stick that on with a bit of nail glue, and then I'll encapsulate it. Lost my words for a second there. So just trimming off the excess, and then yes, in with the clear and encapsulate that. nicely into the nail. Going in with small wettish beads at first, just to get it covered so that I don't get air bubbles. I just want to make sure all of that lace is covered. I love encapsulating things, I really do. I think it's really cool to know that you've got something other than something specifically for nails in your nails, if that makes sense. I'm weird, I know. Oh, I was encapsulating that nail and I noticed there was a bit of fibres from where I'd cut the lace in it, so you saw me just sort of scrape the nail. I was trying to get it out, and then obviously totally made the nail all bumpy, but yeah, I managed to save it. Just put more clear on and file it. It's fine, it works out in the end. These things happened. It's very rare for a set to go perfectly well for me. There's normally some kind of botch up in it. It's life. This is real. This is how we do. Nothing's ever perfect, I'm afraid. Not in real life anyway. So I've moved everything out of the way so that I can file in my smile lines. Try and make them nice and crisp. Don't want dust in anything, any of my powders or my liquid or anything like that. And I've moved my kitchen roll out of the way that I'm wipe my brush on, because obviously I don't want dust on that either. So yes, because that would be transferred into the nail and I don't want that. So you can see I move my hand at different angles to make sure that my smile line is even all the way around, because if you look at it from, you hold your hands one way and then you flip your hands the other way around, what you thought was even might not be even, if that makes sense. So yeah, always flip your hand around and look at it from different angles to make sure both sides are the same. So now I've dusted that off. I'm just going in with a little bit of the same sort of pinky clear that I used to create my base around the edge. I've mentioned this before in another video that, you know, I like to go around sometimes if I think that I've filed a little bit into the base layer. I just go around and just make sure that I've put a bit more clear around it, just in case. That way when I file back, if I file back, because I don't always file back, you know, yeah, I won't have any deep lines of colour that have gone further than the base layer. I hope I'm making sense. I'm waffling an awful lot, aren't I? Sorry. I'm using that taupe colour again and putting it on the old free edge for that French nail effect. And again, I'm just making sure that I go up to the wings, full coverage, but trying not to make it too thick. I have gone over the nail bed a little bit, but I'm going to actually file it in and then I'll go in and cap it. So yeah, not to worry. I built my wall up fairly high so that I could file back and then cap it all. The colours that I make are definitely not strength powders, so I always like to cap, but then I cap everything. That's just me. I like to know that I've got my clear layer on and I've got my strength and it's protected, and I just like the finish of a clear layer on top of the colours. I don't know, that's just the way I like it. Personal preference and all that. So I'm just filing now, revealing that smile line, although I suppose it's not really distinct, the smile line, because the colours are so muted, both the nail bed colour and the free edge colour, it's not quite a stark contrast, so you don't really notice how sharp the smile lines are, which is a shame, seeing as I went to so much effort to them. But yes, but they're there, I promise you, they're nice and sharp. I've dusted off, sorted that all out, and now I'm just going to cap. Oh, I forgot to wet the surface of the nail. I don't want any. Sometimes you can get bits of clear that haven't touched monomer, and you get these little white dots and stuff. So if you just wet the nail a little bit, well, I mean, when I say wet, I don't mean saturate it, but just dampen the nail a little bit with a bit of monomer before you go in with your clear. It kind of stops that from happening. It also helps with the bubbles as well. Oh, I'm faffing about with that little finger, aren't I? And it's because the nails are really thin still, so I'm just making sure I've got enough clear on to give them some strength, because I'm quite heavy-handed. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very heavy-handed with my hands, and I use my nails like tools, like I'm not supposed to. Oops. Good job I can do my own nails, hey? I'm just capping the thumb, which is the last one to do now. Make sure that's got a good layer, build up my apex. You can see from the side angle there, the nails are not thick at all. I've got this little clip of the filing just around the cuticle area, because sometimes it's nice to see a little close-up of it. That's the only bit of filing I've put in after here. I'm going to top coat these with a matte top coat, and you just saw that was from all that gel. Nice matte top coat. I filed some of my lace away. I got a bit file happy, but never mind. Just making sure I get all of the nails nicely covered, and you can see I have managed to hack my cuticles to pieces. Always chop myself, terrible. Don't chop anyone else, just me. Oh, crystals, putting in crystals. You can see I've got the 3D bit on my nails now. Sorry, I was totally out of shot for it, but like I said, they're just blobs. They're not even flowers. Nothing hard, I promise you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you come back again another time, because I do have more to come. It's yeah, the whole journey, this YouTube thing, but I'm trying. My hands look so dry, oh my gosh, but I will cream them once I've finished. So here's a few photos, and yes, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Oh, I'm showing you the edge of my nails so you can see they're not thick. Anyway, okay, I'm going. Bye for now, peeps. Take care now.